Today is still July the 20th, and the time is 12:36 in the afternoon. Well, I was listening to the prophecy says this man is going to die if you don't dot dot dot, and it brought my mind back to something, some kind of spirit that projected off of a male's photo that I called friend about 2 days ago. Spirit projected and said, I was going to kill myself over you, but another woman, something to the tune, said she will marry me just for that reason. And those thoughts are not my thoughts to fix. And I thought, you know how they say, now you're here, now you don't. Maybe it was the spirit of the Antichrist or something, speaking lies and jumping off pestilence. The Bible calls them pestilence. Yeah, pesty spirits in the world that'll pop off something negative on somebody's photo and they didn't say it. But I asked myself, if it was not said, how do I fix a sentence that I did not think of? So basically, I don't know if it's true or not, but I want to speak on it anyway. No, nobody should hurt themselves over me. I'm not a happy person. I've been through so much. I feel like, you know, my faith is at the top and above my problem spiritually, but naturally, I'm at the bottom of the pit, kind of thing. And I'm not worth losing your life over because uh, I'm barely alive myself. These crushing blows I got in my Christian faith, I'm barely alive myself, so that wouldn't be wise to kill yourself today and I perish tomorrow, God forbid. But basically, I think you are beautiful. Your countenance don't match your character. Your countenance is super. I think they call it superb. You look intelligent, sweet, all the good stuff, just wonderful. But your character is like very wounded. There's a passage of scripture in the Bible that says, "A wounded spirit who could bear." Your wounds is like a fourth grade. No, not fourth grade. It's pure. You're like an adult with a they love to you know stir up stuff, negative stuff. Let's say if you found a woman or a person and you thought that person was a perfect 10, but that person was a 3, you would trash and stamp that person down to a 1, but make it funny. But even though it's funny, that can hurt too, you know. And okay, for lack of a better parable, you remember in Charlie Brown, Linus had a blanket, and everywhere he went, the blanket collected a whole lot of dust. And let's say this was a woman. Lynette had a blanket, and you looked at Lynette and her blanket, and you made mockery out of it, and everybody did laugh. Even Lynette thought it was kind of funny, but after a while, she was already wounded. She was already down in her face, and you trashed her some more. So when she finally realized that she might have some hope, another man comes along and think Lynette is pretty. So he takes the blanket off Lynette's back, that dirty blanket, washes her up, put his loving arms around her. And he might not have been a strong man either out of 10. He probably only had 5 strengths, a number 5. Lynette probably only had a number 5 strength out of 10. So they put their 5 and their 5 strength of inspiration together and they got 10. But you just completely stamped Lynette down to the ground and Lynette got tired of it. But to each his own preference. So I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not all that strong of a person, whatever you think I am. God tries to make it move my faith, but it has been way too much on me. You know, I feel myself in a quiet hour, mind get depressed, and you know, I'm not suicidal or anything, but just don't do that. Ain't nobody worth that. I don't care what you've been through. You have to find a way to get away from whoever remind you of negative stuff that you went through. so you can stay up and turn your own 5 to a 6, 7, and 8, 9, 10. You know, turn yourself, increase your own spirit and mind. Whatever making you negative. If that woman, you want to kill yourself over, if it's a man, you want to kill yourself over, get away from that person. And you'll find out you could be a 10. Your character, that's a 3. You can rise up and match your countenance. You look intelligent, very wise, very attractive. But your character have to match your appearance. Yeah. Or Lynette is gonna uh, go where the inspiration is at. All right. Told you I was like a better parable, but I tried. But Lynette is still talk to you on the phone or text or whatever. But she's gonna run where the man kisses her and replace her blanket with some arms. You got it?